In this movie, we're going to learn how to make a site connection in Contribute using Windows. If you're using Contribute on a Mac, you can skip this movie and go to the following movie where I show you how to do this on a Mac. Okay, so if you're using Contribute and you haven't been provided with a site connection key by your site administrator, you'll need to connect to your site yourself with Contribute. And as we saw in the previous two movies, there's a fair amount of information you need to have on hand to do this. But once you have all that information, connecting to the site is just a simple matter of running the Site Connection wizard. To do so, I can just click the Website Connection button here to start the wizard. Now, if you don't see your Start page, just go up to the Home Pages menu here and choose Start Page, and I don't see it here because I'm already on the Start page. Or if you want to connect to a blog, you can click the Blog Connection button here. I'm not going to work with blogs yet, but we will cover how to connect to blogs in a later chapter. So let's start by clicking Website Connection to open the Create Connection wizard. And you can see here that Contribute tells me to get started, I'll need to provide some information, and that if I already received the connection key, I can double-click it now to start my connection automatically. So again, you only need to run the wizard if you haven't received a connection key from the site administrator. So go ahead and click Next to start the wizard. Now I want to stress that the information you're going to see me enter in these steps is specific to the tcloud.com site I'm connecting to for this example. The information that you enter to connect to your own site is going to be completely different. So pay more attention to the process I'm going through in this wizard and don't focus on the actual information I'm entering. So the first thing it asks me is, what do I want to connect to? I have the choice of connecting to website, or if I change my mind, I can connect to a blog from here as well. It's going to ask me what the web address of my website is. And again, since I'm working in Contribute, this site should be live on the web already, which it is. So I'm going to tcloud.com, and we need to have that full address in there, http:// and then the actual website address. Click Next. Now it's asking me how I connect to my web server, and these are the 4 connection types we reviewed in the previous movie. In this case, I'm choosing FTP, which is again the most common method and probably the method you'll be using to connect. And you can see based on the selection that I made, I have a couple more questions to answer here. It's asking me what the name of my FTP server is. In this case, the server I've been provided is ftp.webshorts.com. What is my username to connect to this server? I was provided with tcloud.com as my username and my password. Again, provided by the site administrator. And again, the information that I enter here is specific just to the tcloud site. But you can see that I need all this information in order to connect to my site. Click Next. Contribute is going to test those settings that I just punched in there to make sure that it can really connect to the site. So this may take a couple moments. Okay, looks like it connected successfully. And Contribute just needs a little bit more information here, and you can see that it's telling me that Contribute uses this information to let other Contribute users know when I edit pages on this website. So you can type in your name. It asks for your full name, but if you have a unique name or people know who you are, you don't have to put in your full name. And then it asks what your email address is. And you can type that in. Click Next. And here's the summary page. It tells me we can now use Contribute to edit the pages, and you can see all the information that you added here. Just double check it to make sure it looks fine. If it's not, click the back button. If everything else looks good, go ahead and click Done. And if you entered your information correctly, Contribute connects to the site and shows you the home index page, which you can see here. And you'll notice that the Edit Page button up here is now available, so you can start editing this page. And that's all there is to making a site connection in Windows using the Contribute Connection wizard. Now, if you work on both Windows and Mac, you might want to check out the next movie where I show you how to do this process on the Mac.